When I look back to when I was a little girl, the Britney Spears, the Spice Girls, and Barbie all ring a bell as people I looked up to. Unfortunately, I did not have a classy, beautiful role model to look up to because one important person seemed to slip through the cracks, and that person is Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman is a remarkable role model for 3 reasons. 1, she is a hardworking role model. 2, she's a classy role model. And 3, she's a charitable role model. First, I'm going to tell you why Natalie Portman is a hardworking role model. Natalie Hirschlag was born on June 9, 1981 in Jerusalem, Israel. When she fell into the spotlight, she had to adopt the stage name of Natalie Portman, which was her grandmother's maiden name. Her family moved to Maryland when she was 3 and on to New York when she was 7. This is where she attended Syosset High School and her career began. When she arrived in America, her fame was not handed to her. She had to work very hard to get where she is today, and it is because of her early developed work ethic that she has the success that she does today. Throughout her childhood, she had strong aspirations of becoming an actress. Unfortunately, her parents would not allow her to take acting classes because they didn't want it to interfere with her studies. Finally, her parents realized that she was hardworking enough to handle both her studies and her acting, and it was around this time that she made her Broadway debut as Anne Frank in The Diary of Anne Frank. After the play, she dedicated herself to what would be a 10-year commitment as Queen Amidala in the Star Wars prequels. Her role in Star Wars threw her into the spotlight, and despite it all, still graduated high school in 1999 with honors. And being the smart woman that she is, she decided that she needed a backup plan to her acting. She applied to Harvard University and graduated in 2005 with a major in psychology. And during this time, she was still able to appear in Cold Mountain and Garden State. So this is why Natalie Portman is a hardworking role model. For my second point, I'm going to tell you why Natalie Portman is a classy role model. In an interview with James Dickerson, Portman stated, I would never say someone's bad for doing something. But for myself, I'm kind of conservative. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I've never tried drugs. It's not that I'm judging the people that do, but I would just never do it. Even as a child, she turned down roles because of the concern that young actors should not be exposed to sex at such a young age. For example, she turned down a role in Lolita because of the overexposure to sex, plus the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio was so much older than her. When people read the magazines and tabloids, it's almost impossible to find something negative about Natalie Portman. Not only does she live a life of good moral conduct, but she also tries to keep her private life a secret. As she told Calgary Sun, I purposefully tried to keep my private life out of the public domain, but it is getting harder and harder with each passing week. Despite the public trying to get into her private life, she keeps a professional stature and makes it a challenge for the press to be involved in her private life. And that is why Natalie Portman is a classy role model. For my third point, I'm going to tell you why Natalie Portman is a charitable role model. Natalie served as an ambassador of hope with the Foundation of International Community Assistance. This is an organization which provides women in third world countries small loans to start their own businesses. Not only does this show her charitable side, but it also shows how she can be a good role model by giving women the assistance they need to start their lives over. Portman is also an animal rights advocate. She tries to show that animals should be treated as people, not property. She does her best to look out for the best interest in animals and has been a vegetarian since 2009. So that is why Natalie Portman is a charitable role model. In conclusion, I would like to sum up why Natalie Portman is a remarkable role model. Natalie may not have been thrown into the spotlight like Britney Spears and the Spice Girls, but at least she wasn't thrown into the spotlight for the wrong reasons. If Natalie would have been in the spotlight, it would have been for 3 reasons. 1, she is a hardworking role model. 2, she's a classy role model. And 3, she's a charitable role model. And that is why I think Natalie Portman is a remarkable role model.